There's other activities happening here in Lithgow. Well, we are Ausreenact. We are a World War II reenactment club. We take reenactment very seriously. We take history very seriously. And we take our impressions, most of all, extremely seriously. We aim for the highest levels of authenticity within reasonable grounds, of course. So we are to have as much original equipment as possible, the most exact reproductions possible, all at our own cost. So basically, this is our hobby. These are our period. For example, you got the Napoleonics, you got medievals, etc. We are 20th century World War II. What we've got here in our camp, we've got a German side of the camp, we've got an American side of the camp, and also we've got a small Soviet encampment as well. Okay, we've got some vehicles, we've got some original motorcycles, we've got a guard post, a sunny unit, and a bit of an assortment of World War II here. A lot of it's original, a lot of it is very high-end reproduction. What we're going to do today, we're going to show you different uniforms, we're going to show you different weapons, and we're going to start with an interesting aspect that's developed for our club, which is civilian aspect. So what I'm going to do is call in the civilians. So in any conflict, the civilians, the population, pay the highest cost. Okay, they're the collateral damage. Here for us, it's not just about war, but it's about the period, 1939 to 1945. So as you can see, we've got young children here dressed up as they would have done, you know, in 1940, between that period, 39-45. The young fellow obviously is affected by the war, not happy with it. He's going hungry, he doesn't like the noise, I can't blame him. So we get our nurse, our health fitness vesta to take him away for the moment. So as you can see, our members, our girls and boys, wear original equipment, okay? Original clothes, the coats, the dresses, the shoes, the handbags, the headpieces, etc. Okay, this is to enhance our hobby, to take it further. So it's not just about a rifle or a bullet. It's not just about busting caps, as the Yanks say. It's about the whole experience. Okay, so this is to give you an idea of what it would have been like back then. Look at a young fella here wearing the hat. It looks brilliant. A little girl. Okay, so it's more than just army stuff. It's more about the life, what would have been like in those days. Okay, thank you, beautiful civilians. Thank you, kids. Now we've got a nurse here. There was a few more nurses yesterday. We got one today. She's got a bread bag and head mark there. She's dressed up as it would have been a typical helferin, a nurse in the back of the front. The nurses and the doctors played a big role in trying to keep soldiers alive, send them back to the front, basically you're fixing them up again once they come back. She's got the traditional headpiece, she's got the German Red Cross badge and the armband as well, and she's got the apron, and she's our nurse here today. Luckily we don't have any casualties so far, but you never know, the day's not finished yet. Dankeschön. Now we have our Deutsche Soldaten. These are the German soldiers as they would have looked like back in the war. Okay, we've got an assortment of soldiers here representing Waffen-SS, which was an elite fighting force. We've got a Volkssturmmann, and we also have what we call an alte Hase, an old hare. Okay, he's been through the war by the looks of it for about 50 years, but no, we're living there for 5 years. Still got his beard, his camouflage parka. But what we're going to do, we're going to start with this fella here, this soldier. So he's a Waffen-SS soldier. He's wearing the typical field grey colour of the Waffen-SS. Okay, so he's got the wool uniform. Okay, he's got his ammo pouches that are matching his rifle, the long boots. Here we have another one as well, wearing also the same style of tunic, as you can see, with the bellow pockets and the cuts here. That's an early tunic, a 1940 tunic. So as time went on, okay, these tunics went on to something like this. Okay, why? Because the material, because the effort, because the budgets. Okay, they went there, so they started minimizing. By the end of the war, by 1944-45, these tunics would have come up to here, a bit like the battle dress. So they changed. So like anything military, the evolution changes because of obviously the economic situation that Germany was under in those days. Okay, here we got a Volkssturmmann. At the end of the war, towards the end of the war, 44-45, Goebbels called on the people to try to save Germany. To try to basically, the soldiers were running out, the volunteers were there anymore. So they had to get anyone, young kids, as young as probably 15, they were out there fighting with rifles, with anti-tank guns, but also they sent their senior members of the public as well. Some of the guys have been to the First World War and they had enough, but they still have to go on and try to defend their mum, their sister, their children, okay, from the incoming Russians or the Americans. Sorry if I give you right back, but I have to move her across, so I'll apologize for that. But he's wearing, like this soldier here, they're wearing the typical headdress from 1943. They're basically the Mütze, which is a typical German hat that they wore for enlisted men and then for all ranks. This soldier here, as you can see, has got camouflage pants. Those are .44 camo pants, and he's sporting also the Lloyd boots, just like our Volksturm man here, who is the last defenders of Berlin. Here we have the camouflage, which they use a lot too when the Russian winter, the first Russian winter, they realized that basically they needed warm clothes. Basically when they went for temperatures below 30, 40 degrees, at the beginning they were wearing just a woolen uniform, just like the one I'm wearing or these guys are wearing. What this guy's wearing here is wearing the camo parka. He's lifting his parka up, so I'm glad he's got trousers. Anyway, he's got the camouflage here. Okay, it's a camouflage which you will see also on their cell band. So that's an army camouflage, and it's reversible to white. So it can be worn in the snow. Okay. He's got the long boots as well, and he's wearing the typical woolen trousers. Now you might think, oh, wool, is that itchy? You get used to it very, very quickly. You don't feel a thing. So, and you won't feel a thing after a Russian bullet either. So, what we got here is a German soldier as well from the Wehrmacht, from the General Army. Okay, and as you can see, it's a bit different collar types. Green collar, that's an early tunic. Okay, so when they started with this one, they moved to those ones, and then those ones. Okay, he's wearing a camouflage helmet cover as well, so camo developed very quickly. The German army were pioneers in developing camouflage. He's got the low boots as well with gaiters. Okay, the gaiters weren't very popular with the Germans, they like the high boots. The gaiters were a sign of, obviously, of the cutbacks, the defeats, etc. So, what we're gonna do with these German soldiers is do a short volley of ammunition. Okay, as you can see, a lot of them are having their K98 rifles. This is, as you can see here, there's 3 of them there. This is a typical German way of putting the weapons together. Okay, and there was basically orders for everything. There was an order that asked the soldiers to do this, especially around training. Okay, so we're gonna show you what this is like. So I just need to start and as you can see, the cleaning rods, they're all together. What we might do is we might move these weapons away.
Okay, contestants, please don't forget you must be inside main hall up near stage by 2 o'clock.
As you can see, all the weapons are real, all the weapons are original, all our reenactors have licenses, they're all properly licensed to hold their weapon, okay? And what we fire is blank ammunition only, of course. What we're going to do here, we're going to hear what the K98 sounds like. However, as you can see, there's one soldier who's got a different rifle. He's got an Italian Caccano. Okay, this rifle, why is he carrying an Italian Caccano? Because the Volksturm, at the end, basically they were given anything that could fire, okay? This gentleman here, this soldier, this Volksturm man has been given this Caccano, okay? What's the caliber?
6.5.
6.5 caliber, okay? The other mouses, they're 8mm or 7.792. So what we're going to do is fire volley.
At the very end of the war, folks, when the Italians capitulated in 1943, thousands of these weapons went into the hands of the Germans, and that's why I was given one.
Okay. Okay. Well done. Finish done. We're gonna fire 3 rounds. Okay, 3 rounds of blank ammunition, so you can hear what the K98 sounds like. So, Laden, can you turn around, please? Okay, in the count of 3, or in the count of 5. Okay. So for those little ones, please cover your ears because it gets pretty loud. Okay, any little babies? Yep. Thank you. Okay. Achtung! 1, 2, 3!
Oh, that sounds like Ausreenact.
Being fired to remind people
Eins,
that
zwei, drei!
They're keeping German weapons.
Eins, zwei, drei!
they send soldiers.
One of the things we do as well is to be very careful with our firearms, of course. We need to check them, make sure they're all cleared. Okay, every time we do any type of activity, we clear our weapons to ensure complete safety for our
Over the background, I can hear the military drumming.
Clear. Okay, so those were our deutsche Soldaten. Okay. Deutsche Soldaten. Pakistan.
So yeah, there's plenty of food, coffee, ice cream, drinks,
Links. Boom.
plenty of stalls,
English way. Bah.
lots and lots of interesting things inside the main hall. Cosplay final at 2 o'clock. The contestants must be there for about 7 minutes.
What we've got here,
We'll be out of it. I see
we've got here now are the Americans. Okay, as I mentioned, Ausreenact is the club that we try to cover the sides of the war, the main side, so the Allies with the Americans and the Russians and the Germans. Obviously, when there's good guys, there's bad guys. So what we're going to do now is go through the Yanks. What we've got here is basically a paratrooper. Okay, an American paratrooper, just as it would look like in 1944 when they jumped out of a plane. Okay, so he's got his pre-fuel rifle, which was one of the rifles that mainly used by the Americans. That's the rifle there. He's got his webbing, okay, US webbing there, his sidearm. He's got his jump boots as well. As you can see, as a paratrooper, they have all these pockets here as well for all the stuff they need to carry when they jump off the plane. He's got his helmet with camo net as well. Now what we got here is a armoured infantry soldier. Okay, he's got his Thompson weapon there, replica. He's got his webbing, of course, as you can see here. The gadget there doesn't look too friendly, so we'll just leave it there. The holster for the sidearm, his weapon as well. We've got here another paratrooper, as they would have jumped again, like I mentioned earlier. He's got a sidearm here too, just in case he needed to cut himself off the tree. There's his sidearm, and it's also here as well, pistol and his webbing. Okay, he's got his water bottle there as well, and his backpack. US Army. A lot of the stuff the US have, it's original stuff. It's harder, the German stuff is harder to get. Prices of this stuff, you know, 30 years ago would have been dirt cheap. Now it's extremely expensive. It's a hobby. Here we have another soldier as well, as they would have jumped. He's an airborne. He's got a Scribbing Eagle there as well. These are more late war US Army kit. Got his goggles on top and his helmet netting. And here's another armoured infantry soldier. Again, the different types of boots, can you see there? It's got the leggings, the leather leggings in there as well. It's got his sidearm and his pouches too. Yep, there is his bayonet sidearm. There, he's got his armoured infantry patch. You want to turn around for me, please? And all the other Yanks, you want to turn around as well, so you can see the different type of webbing, backpacks, etc. they carried, the American soldiers. So these are the guys that landed in France. These are the guys that pushed through the beaches in Normandy. These are the guys that, you know, came across the Western Front and basically liberated Holland, Belgium, France, etc. Okay, which Americans firing? Okay, so we got one American firing. The other Americans, you can exit. Thank you, you're dismissed. So what I'm going to do is show you the Springfield rifle, and these two soldiers are going to fire on the count of 3. Okay? So, ready? Again, please cover your ears. Gets pretty loud. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Clear? Clear. Okay, if you get any shells flying, please, the young members of the public, you can't unfortunately have those firearms regulations and laws prohibit us from giving you the shells, unfortunately, but that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you, American soldiers. Okay, while the Russians get ready, I'll tell you a little bit more about our lager. So we got the entrance over there. As you can see, we got a guard post. We've got an American Sonia station, okay, for the medics. The Americans are over there as well, so I'll encourage you to go around there after we finish, okay? And here we got a Fahrschule or Stadtwerk, okay? The Werkstatt, sorry, for the motorcycles is a workshop for the motorcycles, original motorcycles, Sunda, BMW, and another Sunda, okay? So what I'm going to do now, if you have a bit of look, I'll encourage you to do so. Just cover your ears, please, because this gets pretty loud. Well, so we're gonna let a few rounds, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, спасибо. So there you go, that's the MG42. It's a great tool for us in our hobby. Obviously, all our reenactors have the permit, the permit to hold firearms this way. Well, it's not a firearm, but still. What we're going to do now, basically tell you and invite you to have some tours, okay? We got 2 interesting weapons to show you before we finish off this presentation. To show you these 2 German soldiers that come back to us. They've got 2 what they call grenade launchers or rifle grenade launchers. Okay, we've got a 303 here. Obviously it's an Australian British rifle, been captured. Okay, and also we've got here the K98, the German rifle. Okay, basically the way they work is that you will grab the grenade, it's a grenade launcher, you put it in there, you set your sights, and then you fire the weapon. Okay, that would obviously expel the projectile, which will then, hopefully achieve your aim. Basically the same way works the K98. What we're going to do is put a round on each, if we're able to, yeah? Yep. Okay, we're going to put a round on each, so just so you can hear it with the launcher in its position. So basically the soldier will put it on like that, will set his sights, and in the count of 3 we fire. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Imagine there's a grenade there. Gone. Okay. And we'll do likewise with the K98. Just check that, clear. They're firing to us. And okay, so here's the sight. Okay, here's how the soldier will connect that. And if you have a look, if you spin it like that, you see it's got a leveler. See that? That's how advanced some of these weapons were for the time. Incredible. So what we're going to do now is putting an ammo. So I'll ask the Grenadier Kruger here. Okay, so it's got the round in. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We clear it. Anchor. That's clear. Okay, so as the board says, okay, we've got a tour at 2:30. Okay, we encourage you to come back, come to the tour. Okay, we'll take you around, we'll show you. But before that, go and have a look around there. Go and have a look at the Yank camp. Very, very good. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for taking part. Please don't be shy. Come and ask questions if you want. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
There we go. Ausreenact. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe.